What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Football Head. You're now rocking with your boy Herman Jack, aka the Black Jameson Hensley, and you know Bird Gang is in the building. Tonight's game, you got the Packers, Packers versus Titans. Man, that's gonna be a good one, man. But before I get into that, it's been a hell of a week. I'm, this ain't got nothing to do with no damn football, but I'm looking at this damn Walmart ad on the book, and someone got some Air Jordan 5 retro racers. Yeah, y'all go ahead and see if you try to go cop some Jordans at Walmart and see what's going on. Let me hit this damn joint. Let me see what's going on, man. I know I did look at the stock. I mean, it was something about a couple days ago. Nike stock went down, so I guess they trying to move these joints to all the stores to get. They $4.39. So maybe maybe Walmart is selling J's right now. But hey, stock go down, you gonna push everything. I'm gonna move this, move that, move that, move that. We gotta get that stock back up. But besides all that, man, Phillies game, Monday night, I should have got on, slipped up, but that happens. You're putting a lot of work. Sometimes your body get tired, man. You're like, man, I can't do it. But I'm watching Philly just, you think Philly, that's why you play the game every Sunday, Monday, Thursday. You think you're going to win, but you don't know which team you're going to face. The team that you faced this week is not the team you faced last week. Last week's team is not today's team, and Redskins have something to play for. Ron Rivera, his mom passed, Sometimes, man, you just play. You play for coaches. You play for teammates. You might play for incentives. Especially if you're going to the Super Bowl, your team is right there. You playing for them. You playing for that. You playing for all types of situations that goes down. So it get wild, man. It gets wild sometimes. And just for Philly to lose like they lost, even though they could have, some things could have went some ways, but they lost. You see what I'm saying? They lost. Excuse me. But they lost. So it's like, what's going on their half? What's going on? So now that Philly lost, the NFL's it's a copycat league. Guess what's going on? Everybody want to run the ball now. Everybody want to run the ball. So they get ran up on. And when I was talking to Fly Eagle Dre, he was worried. He was worried before the game. He was like, man, he was upset that Jordan Davis is out. And I'm like, man, what's going on, Dre? He like, man, look, Jordan Davis is out. Fletcher Cox, Fletcher Cox get pushed off the ball, man. Fletcher Cox and Hargrove get pushed off the ball. I'm like, man, really? He's like, man, Cox is not the same player. And Monday, as you see, Fox is not the same player. Hargrove is not the same player. They got two young guys in there, Milton Williams and Marlon, Tuba? I don't know how to say his name. They two young boys. They 23 years old. They ain't doing, they ain't fitting the bill either. And Jordan Davis is out on IR for a couple of weeks with a high ankle sprain. So, Philly, what's going on? Your defense got exposed. So guess what happened? We call up Sue, and we call up Levin Joseph. Excuse me if I misspelled his name wrong. Lavelle. They call him up. These two guys is old. Oh well, yeah, old in football terms. I think Sue was like 34. Um, Lavelle Joseph is like 35. You know, you calling up these older guys. You know, Sue might still got something in him, but I don't know about this Joseph guy. Already compared to a Cox. Cox is only 31 years old, man. But I guess, man, when you play in the league so long, especially you in the trenches every all the time, you know, your body start to deteriorate. And you know, some things go good, some things go bad. You just don't know what's going on. And for Philly to even get these guys, you know it's trouble. Because they got games, you know, they play the Colts this week, which Jeff Saturday is going to emphasize the run. Then they play the Tex, I mean, not the Texans. They play the Titans. They play the Niners. Teams that know how to run the ball, and they're like, oh, we got to try to fill in this void before our number one seed end up being the number three and number four seed. Despite that, Dallas lost. I think Dallas is going to beat them the next go around. Dallas, I mean, just because Dallas lost last week, you know what? Dallas and Eagles, what they did, they looked ahead. And sometimes, man, you can look ahead. Like we played Bird game. We play Carolina this Sunday. It's easy to look ahead. They mess around. Baker Mayfield stingers for 500 yards. He always show off against us. Have about 249, 300 yards. He might do some dumb stuff, throw a pick or something. But she always there with a good passing game. And for us to see Philly have that gap where they can't get in the run, that man, it's just crazy. They giving up they giving up 2.15 yards after contact, and they giving up after contact, and they giving up 4.7 yards per rush. They 25th in the league in run defense. You giving up 4.7 yards a rush. Two of them is down there. Two runs is down there first down. It's third and one, third and inches. So Philly, I understand what Philly had to do. They had to do that. They had to call up Sue. They had to call up Joseph. Other than that, you just gonna see the copycat league going on. The Cats gonna run it because this Sunday, Jeff Saturday is gonna run the ball, 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 run the ball. We're gonna see if they can stop this or not. They ain't got nothing to lose. Jeff Saturday ain't got nothing to lose. He came in there with the Raiders, man. I'm gonna get to them too. Dude just on NFL Live. Get up, come in there and beat the Raiders. He gonna emphasize the run, and that's what's gonna happen. The same thing this Sunday if Philly don't get it together. And please don't expect it can happen, but don't expect Sue coming up there getting like three, 4 tackles for loss in the sack. This dude ain't played all year, man. He got to get back to football speed. Yeah, he might be like, naturally cock diesel strong, get shut off a tackle and everything, but he only going to probably do 10, 15, maybe 20 plays. He can't be out there for 45, 50 plays. Dude be tired. The next thing you know, they pushing him around like they're doing Cox and Hargrove. It's just simple as that, man. And like your man AJ Brown, he was happy that they took this L, man. You like, man, hell with that 17-0 blank. Now let's go play football. Let's see what we about. Let's see what we can do. They could have won. It just things didn't go their way. A fumble here, an interception there. That's what happens. That's why you play the game. You can't win games on paper. And then when you start the season, some of these teams that you played last year was in the playoffs or somewhere close to it. So now when we get into the games, they ain't the same guys that you thought they was on paper. Oh, we got the easiest schedule. Oh, teams under 500. That ain't our fault. Because the Saints was good last year. You know, teams like that was good. But that this year is just not. It's just not what's going on, and it's not the it thing. So Philly got a lot. They got a lot of explaining to do, especially when they play Dallas again. Because I think Dallas is going to emphasize that round with Pollard, man, and Zeke. And and if these two guys that they signed does not help contribute, you're going to see Philly from number one to possibly a number four. It could easily happen like that. That's why it's the NFL, man. These guys play every week. They bust their butts, you know, just to do what they gotta do. And Philly, I hope y'all fill this void. Fly Eagle Dre. I hope y'all do what y'all gotta do. If y'all don't, number four seed. And four seed ain't bad. Y'all don't want to be number one, because I understand y'all want the home field advantage. We don't. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. But I think y'all do, and y'all probably need it in this tough division. Because the Packers might mess around, get this win. They get the win. They closely back in. Doors open, doors close. So man, we gonna switch it up to the Raiders, man. We're gonna switch it up to the Raiders. Earlier, Mike Davis, owner of the Raiders, defending your homeboy, Josh McDaniels. I've been saying this week after week, day after day, time after time. He's a hell of an offensive coordinator. He's just not a leader of men. He's just not a leader of men. And he up there defending them like they don't build Rome in a day. Now the damn sure ain't build Rome in a day. But I bet you whoever told Rome, whoever the person that made to help Rome get together was a leader. It was not Josh McDaniels. And Stephen A today on First Take had this little point of thought, this point of view to say, and we'll get catch you back up to speed with Stephen A had to say. Easier said than done. Dumbest quotes. And then I'm hearing Shefty, they can't fire this guy because they kind of cashed for it. They broke off Gruden, broke off the GM. Last year they fired. His name is on the tip of my tongue. But they've been giving guys cash, man. Breaking these guys off bread, like bread, They just can't just fire this guy. They're going to have to pay him. They're going to have to pay him. And did this guy really lose the locker room? I think he did. I think he somewhat did. I think it's maybe divided or whatever. But your man, I'm gonna get back your man on Derek Carr last week when he shed a little tear. And that's what he had to say about it. Pissed him off. The locker room is kind of divided, man. You had a head coach last year. They went through turmoil. The receiver messed around, with a vehicular homicide. Gruden, passed, kind of racial emails or whatever. Man, that's why you gotta watch what you don't press send, man. Cause they watching, man. They watching. Even guys that watch porno, man. They know what type of porno you watching, man. Remember they got Jared, the Subway guy. They walked him out with a Subway in his hand, man. It's just simple as that. These guys they watching, man. And even though listen, a lot of people say a lot of stuff behind closed doors, it is what it is, or via email. But when you get caught up in this stuff, you get caught up. But anyway, the head coach got them to the playoffs. Mike Davis was like, you know what? That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough for me. Josh, you come on down, man. I see what you're doing in New England. I like what you're doing, man. You listen. If offensive coordinators could be in the Hall of Fame, he's a lock in. He's a lock in. But I don't think they're doing that. Only people going as head coaches and special contributors, stuff like that. So you hired this guy, give him all this bread, and he ain't doing nothing for the team. You know, they got what, lost 6 or 7 games by a point or less, point or more, maybe 1 point. You got the leader of the team crying on air. When a grown man cried about a sport that he loved ever since he was like 4 or 5 years old, it takes a toll. He's hurting. He's feeling messed up inside. Because at the end of the day, man, Josh McDaniels gonna say, you know what, Derek Carr, man, I appreciate your time here, but I think we're gonna move forward. Just like when you get that job, that job interview, you think you got it. I'm like, yeah, they gas you up. And then you get that email on the next day, man. We decided to move forward. Good luck on your future endeavors. Like, are you kidding me? Same thing right here, man. You don't know if you're going to be a Raider or not next year. A lot of people have been on him for his whole nine-year career. Is he a good quarterback? Is he average? Is he Joe Flacco? Joe Flacco ain't bad. He got a Super Bowl ring. At least Joe Flacco got a Super Bowl ring. Derek Carr has not. Flacco went, to the teams to playoffs. Only thing Carr did it once. And correct me, Raider Nation, if you did it another time, correct me, Rat, whoever Raider guys out here, fans out here. But it ain't enough overall. It's not enough. And for this situation to keep going, and Josh McDaniels to survive in year one, how this going to affect the team? Because you got one of the best receivers in the league. He was the best receiver in the league, but Jefferson took that because this guy ain't getting enough carry. He ain't getting enough catches. He ain't getting enough balls thrown to him. And then, when Jefferson caught that 4th and 18, granted, solidified him as a number 1 receiver. So right now, he about probably in number 10 now, He probably 10 now. So it's just, you just don't know what situations you fall into and what you get into, man. You can see the hype. The grass just ain't greener. Devontae thought the Raiders can, contribute to something, and it's just not happening this year. Maybe it happen next year. I don't know. Maybe they shake some leaves, some trees. I don't know I should have checked that out. I don't know who was the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. I hope it ain't Josh. I don't know. But if it's Josh got to give up the helm and just be a damn head coach. Which I don't really think he's a leader of men. Again, hell of an offensive coordinator. I just don't know that he's a leader of men. Get somebody in there that can execute, make plays for Devontae all the time, make plays for Waller, make plays for Redford, Jacobs, if they sign him next year. Because listen, I can see a couple places If Saquon don't sign with the Giants, I can see either him, Saquon, or Jacobs going to the Bears. It's money over there, man. They gonna turn it around, man. They gonna turn it around, and then within a year and a half or two, you're gonna see it. And I ain't gonna jump into them games because I'll be back on Sunday, dropping jewels and everything. But you gotta get players, man. You gotta keep players, and John, just like if you ever watch not the pivot, but I Am Athlete, you heard Marshall explain how Josh McDaniels, how his mentality is against players, who gonna get the money, who not, and so forth. So you already got a foresight of what Josh McDaniels think. And if the locker room is kind of shady, what make you think they're gonna wake up every Sunday and play for this guy? Like I'm thinking half the 50%, probably 50, 60% of the locker room is like 1, 2, 3 Cancun. They're ready to go. They're ready to go with their little honey dips, side pieces, man. Take a trip. Look, just give me my check on Monday, man, and I'm out, man. I come back Tuesday. We practice, you know what I'm saying? Monday, get my little ankles checked out, my shoulder checked out. Just gave my check, bro. Josh probably really talked to half of his team. You see, now I'm just dipping. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's probably only a couple people he talked to. And once you lose the locker room, it's done. You think Davis really gonna keep Josh? I don't think so. They just money tight because they broke everybody off. All the head coaches off. They can't continue to just keep breaking coaches off with these long contracts like they athletes, And that's where organizations mess up too. You think you got the coach of the year, and you're gonna get this dude a certain amount, this certain amount of money, like he an athlete, and he don't produce, and then you fire him, and you still gotta pay him. I guess that's the way it is in Vegas. You want to be a head coach, go to Vegas. They're gonna give you some money. But the thing is, you need to win some damn football games. You really gotta win some damn football games. For real, for real. That's just what it is. So with that, I don't know. And then, I'm gonna jump on this real quick. I wonder how do y'all feel about the Browns and Bills moving to taking it to Detroit. Listen, I open the door right now, man. The Hawk is out. The Hawk is out, man. If you up in the northern part of the states, then I'm here. Some of the southern part of the states is getting nippy too. But up in Canton, Cleveland, Buffalo, I lived in Buffalo, man. Buffalo was so bad. I had to at least shovel. I remember one year, you had to shovel at least six to 10 times a day, because the snow keep coming. That lake effect, the snow keep coming. It just come, and don't stop. It still be moving. People still be moving around because they used to that stuff. But if you ain't used to this, man, shoveling every day, listen. You cannot in Buffalo. You gotta invest in a snowblower. You just can't just grab a shovel, man. You can, but you gonna be wasting your time, because as soon as you shovel and walk in the house and go back, man, then your little parkway is covered up with snow. You gotta invest in the snowblower. And for the NFL, be like, you know what? It's gonna be probably some emergencies up there, man. We're not gonna take the resources and use it just for this particular game. So they playing in Detroit indoors. Maybe go up there, whoever got a ticket, Bills Mafia go anywhere. Cleveland fans go anywhere too. So, y'all go to Detroit, do your thing, man, and break some bread off, you know what I mean? Go ahead to the gambling spot. Just go everywhere except for 8 Mile. Don't hit the city. Stay downtown. Have some fun. I'll be talking about that this Sunday, man. I ain't gonna talk about the scores and then, because tonight we're gonna be talking about the Packers and the Titans. So it's kind of crazy, and just they like again the Eagles. You gotta step your little game up, man. You gotta step your game up, man. And I ain't saying this because y'all done took this first L. And if I was an Eagles fan, I would be happy. You know how stressful it is to try to go 18-0. The difficulties week after week, studying, grinding, trying to put a team down, and it just might be one of them Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays that this team said no, it ain't gonna be us. You're not gonna do us in, and they playing their hearts off, and you might just be. It might be one of those days when you just came from the club, drunk something too much, and you got out there and perform. Cause you undefeated. The girls like it. The groupie basketball players like it. Want to take selfies all day. Popping bottles. Take a toll, man. So if I was an Eagles fan, I'd be like, man, hell with this undefeated streak. Hell with this, man. I mean, get to take the losses now to endure what you want to get in the future, and that's that Super Bowl ring, or at least to make it to the Super Bowl, and probably get the number 1 seed. Because what I think for on the NFC side, they need the number 1 seed to go to the Super Bowl. AFC is different. I don't think you in the AFC. I don't really think you need the number 1 seed to go to the AFC, man. Man, we went to Kansas City and smacked them one time. I can't say smack them, but we beat them. We went to Buffalo. Almost had, we beat them before on the playoffs. We was close. On Lamar through that interception. You don't need AFC. You don't need a number 1 seed, man. You see, Tennessee smacked us when we was number 1. That's why I don't want number 1 seeds, man. Because you sitting there, especially if you're on a momentum. You got a momentum. Say you're on a 5-game winning streak. So now it's a 17-game season, right? Say if you 12-4, right? You got the number 1 seed. Okay, let's go 13. Let's go 13-3. You're gonna play the first half of the last game of the season, unless it means something to you. Unless you got the division all wrapped up or whatever. Like us, we play the Bengals. That's the only right now. That's the only team with a winning record. So if the Bengals get back to a winning streak, and we gotta play the divisional game to win the division, so be it. But if you be 13-3, and you playing some team, and that okay, whatever. You only gonna put your team in. You only gonna put your starters in maybe that first quarter, maybe second quarter, and halftime they out. And some of them guys that's playing, you're gonna sit them out in the first, probably the first quarter. Maybe you're running back, maybe your defensive end, your veteran defensive end, that's been in the league about 8-9 years. That's a bye. You might as well say that's an off week because they're not playing the whole game. Then next week, it's a true bye. And then now you got to go play this team that's like a number 5 seed, or 6 seed that smacked the number 2 seed, and they ain't got nothing to lose. And then you mess around and get yourself with something that you wish you never did because you done took 2 weeks off. I done seen my team do it. Eagles, y'all might not. I understand. We ain't Baltimore. We ain't got that squad. We ready to play. Y'all was ready to play. Y'all the one this Monday. Okay? Because now all everybody gonna do is shove it down your throat, shove it down your throat, shove it down your throat. We played y'all. We gonna shove it down your throat. Dallas gonna play y'all. They gonna shove it down your throat. The coach playing you this Sunday. They gonna shove it down your throat. You gotta be aware, man. You gotta have your team ready, man. It's the last 8 games of the season, man. It's either eat or starve. And we trying to eat. Y'all can starve. We gonna eat. It's either starve around here, man. And that's what I pulled up, man. Shout out to AJ. AJ Cox, go get AJ Cox, get the customs, man. Get the hoodies, get the chains, get the bling. Either starve, whatever logo you want. He got it. Anyway, that's what you got to do. And if you ain't doing it, man, then what the hell is you playing for? But to have your girl on Football Wives? She want a little sitcom show to show off her bags? Yeah, man, I'm just playing, man. I just play to get my girl a bag. And we don't need players like you, man. We don't need players like you. Come out here, man, play this damn game, man. You know? That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So we just don't, you know what? We're going to bring it off to the last one. You know, Packers, Titans. Can the Packers get another win, man? Because, listen, I'm up here, you know, I'm at Jerseys. I'm hollering at Sam Collier. He giggling. Yeah, we this, we that. Look at all these bump teams. Me and the homie Mike, we like, yo, you lose, man. We gonna be in your big DMs like a little chick, man. Oh, he ain't gonna lose. I don't think they was gonna lose either. But guess what? You play to win the game. Hello? Now Dallas, you know, get ran all on. Your man, listen, that's what I said, it's a copycat league. Now your man Parsons, he gotta think now, not just play off instincts. What should I do? What should I do? Where should I go? Where should I go? It's a copycat league. Because that's what the Eagles did. So guess what happened? Green Bay did the same thing. You know, now they got the new boy. The new boy. What's his name? Oh my goodness. I can't, man. I'm about to start rocking glasses. Charlton Watson. You got the new boy, Watson. Got 3 TDs. Not to say he have it again tonight. But your man Rodgers gonna feel a little something about himself. He gonna feel something about himself right now. You know? He gonna feel some type of way. Titans, you know, come off a tough loss against the Chiefs. Yo, your man Tannehill back from the ankle injury. Ben Jones, their center, is out. We'll see what's gonna happen, man. Of course, they're gonna of course the Titans gonna establish run. Because why? Packers can't stop a nosebleed. Your linebacker is out for the year. What's his name? Gay's out for the year. Y'all ain't been stopping nobody. Y'all just happen to, you know, get a win. And it was in Lambeau. You know why? Because guess what Dallas was doing? Looking ahead. When you look ahead, you drop dead. I'll just make that up real quick. If you look ahead, you drop dead. And that's what happens, man. And this game tonight, man, wow. I just might think the Pack might get it. I think the Pack might get it, man. I mean, Aaron Rodgers ain't going out like no punk, man. Listen, he might be cocky, but he damn sure can play. And if you get this guy Watson the ball, Lazard the ball, running game, the ball, you know, they did what? They got whatever. I think how much they get last week? 150. They rushed for 159 yards last week against the Cowboys. They're supposed to have some type of good D too, but guess what? They getting ran through too. That's why they got that defensive lineman from the Raiders. That the Raiders don't even play. Eagles. Once you get the linebacker for the Bears, he ain't did nothing yet. We get hyped up, man, when we see acquisitions, but when it don't always translate on the field. Now you're looking like, why did we do that? Things happen, man. Things happen. And I just think what I think tonight, Green Bay is gonna do the same thing what the Titans is gonna try to do. Run, play action fake. Run, play action fake. What the Titans gonna do is run, play action fake and do crossing routes. They ain't gonna try to throw. They ain't gonna try to throw inside, inside of the hash. They're gonna try to throw to outside of the numbers. With Bird and the gang, with the Hopper, the tight end. They're gonna do, it's gonna be a little methodical, and it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Chris Henry, his 5-game 100-yard run streak snap, but I think he's gonna get it tonight. Running game with the Packers, I think they're gonna get it too. Because I want to say Casey is hurt. D tackle on the Titans. I don't think he's playing today. It's gonna be a crazy game, man. It's a Thursday night where every Thursday night cats don't really want to play, and that's when the worst type of football play, happens always on Thursday nights. So you'd be like, "Ooh, it's exciting. These guys don't want to play on Thursday." But guess what? Collective bargaining. Guess what? Amazon just threw out millions and millions of dollars. Guess what? The owners like bread. Guess what? That's why you play on Thursdays. When we as kids, man, the game ain't no Thursday night game. It's only Sunday and Monday. Now, who the hell, man, came up with this Thursday night stuff? And then said, you know what? Not only we going to do it Thursday, we're going to add one more game. How you like that, owners? Cheers. They ain't got to play. They pay y'all. And guess what? You don't play, they're going to find somebody else. You want to act up? You don't want to perform on Thursday? You get your butt cut. They cut you. Money ain't guaranteed. That's the beautiful. I can't say the beautiful. That's what's the unique thing about the NBA. I mean the NFL, NBA. Them boys, they get their money and they start wilding like Kyrie. Guess what? They cut Kyrie. Kyrie's still gonna get paid. You act like that in the NFL. Guess what? You don't want them contracts, man. That your signing bonus is up. They'll cut you, man. They'll cut you. Make you look like a fool out here. They don't care. So tonight's gonna be it's gonna be a pounding for both of the teams. I don't see Aaron Rodgers doing no more than 25 times tonight. I just don't. They're gonna give it to big guys, and they're gonna give it to the other homie. Tonight, I don't see Tannehill. He just coming. I think his ankle. He coming off the high ankle sprain. He only gonna throw the ball 20 times. They're gonna give it to Henry. Run him till he drop. Run this guy till he drop. I think he's a future Hall of Famer if he don't get, bar none besides that last injury last year. He would have been the first NFL player to get 2,000 yards. No, you do something like that, you gotta be submitted in the Hall of Fame. But overall, my prediction tonight: Packers 21, Titans 17. You know what? No. Packers 20, Titans 17. I think late in the fourth quarter, like between 7 and 9 minutes to go, Pack, move it down, kick a field goal, and some way, somehow, the defense stopped Travis Henry. Now, I'm not trying to hop on Al Mack's team because I don't care about not Al Mack, I'm talking about the team. Try to get Al Mecca. Only got busy. But shout out to Al Mecca and his Green Bay Packs. Watch his show, Conversations on YouTube. Interesting. He got all the guys, from old school hip hop to new people to guys to make glasses to everybody that he got them type of connections. Check him out, Conversations. But anyway, I think right now the Packers is trying to creep on the come up. They're on a bone mission. They're gonna creep on the come up. And not to say that the Titans is not gonna be garbage, because they can still win the division. It's just right now, you can still lose a couple games. They 5-3, or maybe 5-4. Be 5-5, man. Listen, still win the division with 10-7. It can happen like that. It's just how the football guys play it, man. And I just think Green Bay is really gonna take it to them, man. That's just bottom line. That's how I pretty much feel. So, I appreciate everybody that watching the show. Keep supporting me, boy. I'm gonna keep doing this, man. You wanna jump on? DM your book. Oh, damn, DM. Chicks, man. Get with me, man, on the messenger. Holla at your boy. Anybody want to talk about their team, man, you can get on. You can speak it. Feel it. That's what football is for, man. So I'm going to get on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody here tonight, man, to watch the show. Much love. Until then, till next Sunday, it's your boy Herm Jack, a.k.a. the Black Jameson Hensley. Bird Gang is in the building. And I see you boys next week. Peace!